they might not already be dialed in. So what do you need to do to get them to care about your issue? As a leader of a nonprofit, you know that running a nonprofit nowadays is serious business. Competition for money and mindshare has become fierce. Donors have many choices and they have high expectations of service and performance. Long gone are the days when you could get by with mediocre programming, an annual gala as a single source of funding, staff with big hearts but few skills, and board members whose only responsibility was to show up to meetings and vote. Today, you need to be a high-performance, stand-out nonprofit. This means you need to have highly skilled staff. You need board members that roll up their sleeves and work. You need to be a good marketer, tech-savvy, and organized. You also need sustainable funding sources, and you need to make big-time impact. And if that isn't enough, you need to do all this in an insanely competitive environment with limited resources. Sound impossible? It's not.
So Tom walks the walk. The reality is there's far too many trainers out there who bring theory to the table. They haven't run anything. He has created businesses, runs businesses. He leads boards all over the country. He has tremendous depth, great perspective, and unfortunately, that's not something you find often enough. It's part of why today was so incredibly successful. The genuine, authentic leadership that he brings in is appreciated, valued, and experienced.
The book has 30 different examples of how your board and people in your organization and volunteers and donors can get dialed in to the fundraising efforts of your organization without having to ask for money.
I can't say I've ever seen a board in a day and a half completely change their mindset and be open to having conversations that are difficult.
My goal is to help you build a high-performance, stand-out nonprofit by doing what works and what's right, not what's convenient or easy. To do that, I will give you wise advice and practical tactics based on 20 years of experience that will have an immediate and long-term impact on your nonprofit at a price you can afford.
I've been doing this for a long time and we've had a lot of facilitators come in, but what Tom did is he really engaged the board in meaningful conversation as to things they could actually do moving forward, prioritizing what next steps could be. It wasn't overwhelming for them. It was a lot of great ideas that they could put into actual practice right away.
One of the things our group clearly understood from the get-go is this wasn't a sit on your butt and listen to a talking head for 3 or 4 hours. This was an engaged, up and down, involved in discussions, pulling discussions out, walking around, getting people engaged. And we had more issues come to the table by that dynamic, engaging style that was fun.
Some consultants have never run a nonprofit. Not me. I've been the founder, chief executive, and board member of some of the nation's largest and most admired nonprofits in their sector. I've seen it all. Well, at least it feels that way. I know firsthand what it's like to struggle with funding demands, work with disengaged board members, and manage growing pains. You can learn from my successes and blunders. You can also learn from my knowledge base. I've written 5 books, offer training videos, and have extensive for-profit experience in finance, technology, and marketing.
So Tom's experience with building 9 nonprofits, it shows when he works with the groups because we hit these bottlenecks. And he has an especially good talent of helping us to get through those bottlenecks, to see the big picture, and to move on in a constructive manner.
There's a lot of work that goes into the preparation, and that shines through when we actually get in the room together. So it's all the reading and the assessments and all that legwork that goes in so that the time together is really effective and efficient.
I've been to many of these presentations before by people who are helping with strategic plans and leadership and engagement, but I've never seen anybody with Tom's level of style, flair, and energy that he brings to the room.
To fine-tune a solution that'll work for you, I offer many services. I'm an expert on fundraising, especially major donor fundraising, as well as board development, organizational culture, and capacity building. I have a proprietary organizational assessment tool. I also host board retreats, strategic planning sessions, and leadership workshops for both boards and staff. All my workshops are high energy, interactive, and I guarantee they are unlike any workshops you've ever experienced. Your team will be leaving feeling energized, and they will leave with a set of practical tactics and solutions that make sense. No mumbo jumbo here.
What about you? loved how we worked together in groups. Every time we did a different group interaction, the energy in the room came up, and it was very balanced.
I think that's Tom's style, is it's casual but sophisticated and smart. At the end of the day, it's the content, and the content is clear and digestible and fun, and he's funny. So why not laugh a little?
I kept the whole group engaged all day. You know, usually you'll lose people over the course of the day onto their cell phone or laptop. 100% engagement all day long, nobody looking at their phone.
He has a wonderful sense of pacing. I think his knowledge base is phenomenal. He's articulate, he's personable, and he's real.
Okay, I'm qualified, but what am I like to work with? Well, being a Midwestern boy, you can count on me to be friendly, work hard, and exceed expectations. You can also expect straight talk. I know how to deliver tough messages in a sensitive manner that helps teams make critical decisions that lead to positive change.
We have new board members that just joined, as well as some established board members, and we've been struggling with trying to find a way to keep it very cohesive and to move forward. And Tom has done an amazing job of bridging everyone together, helping us all work together to find common ground and take us to the next level.
As board chair, I was able to, survey the room. I wanted to see what people's faces, what their reactions were to the program that was going along. And I saw a lot of, just as I was seeing it myself, I saw the aha moments. I saw the connections. I saw them look back at me and give me that gaze in the eye. They're like, wow, this is really good.
Let me end with this. You want to make a difference, right? Well, I'm excited to help you take making a difference to a whole new level. Call me. I want to hear what your needs are and how I may be able to help.
So if you're thinking about hiring Tom as a facilitator and you're in the decision maker role, the thing you need to know is that you're going to get a return on your investment. And that ROI shines through in key priorities, actionable steps that your group can take after the time with Tom. And it's an investment that will be a 10x.